Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. 3 championships on the line. Not a fan in sight, but regardless, the road to WrestleMania begins tonight. All this and more in the pre-show that matters from the bad guys. Who's joining me tonight?
JP Savage. Mischief, you heard? Let's get it.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo, mi gente.
The Allfather, old school Joe.
Ooh, gentlemen, the time has arrived. We are here, and yes, it is a different ambiance as it was last year, as we were, with you guys, and, live from Blue 42. Shout outs to Blue 42.
Blue 42.
Yes.
We missed you guys out there, but we will be reunited once again in the future. Oh, that was controversy with that, right? We had controversy.
John, I want a rematch. I don't know.
But they gotta come out and defend that title.
I'm just saying.
He had some help to win.
I'm just saying. When you eat even the cartilage, like that's a completely eaten wing.
John te come el cu.
Hey, our boy John.
Savages with the wings.
John.
Gentlemen, the Royal Rumble is here. It is like Christmas for me, man. Christmas comes in January, and it's at the Royal Rumble. But this year, I don't know. Talk to me, guys. Make me feel souped up about tonight.
Vic, the villain. What don't you know, brother? Like, what don't you know? It's the Royal Rumble. Anything can happen.
It's a road to mania.
It's the American dream of wrestling, right? Everybody has a chance. If you put in the work, if you're given the right number, right?
Or you choose.
If you declared yourself as a number.
And you declare yourself as the winner.
Oh, you mean the theme of this year's Rumble. My bad.
Right.
right. But no, listen. I'm in the Rumble. You have to be optimistic. You know why, Vic the villain? I'm in the Rumble. Because you don't have any other fucking choice, bro. This is what it is. Yo, you're going to get what you're going to get. Vince decided this shit a long time ago. But I have confidence because they have learned, if you listen to this week's show, I said the same thing. They have learned to perform to the camera. That transition last WrestleMania we had where they were used to playing to the crowd, to the live audience. They have already learned how to transition to play to the camera, and it works. And that's why they first and foremost, let's talk about why there really ain't gonna be no fans, because they were too lazy to move the Thunderdome. I'm just saying. But either way, they're gonna find a way to make it entertaining. And it may be based on the entrance. Like the legends galore coming out is the theory.
I hear you. Hey, listen, I can feel the emotion in the air, but that like you said, PCF, Bad Bunny is gonna be out here performing for you fans tonight. They're gonna be pulling out what they tried to save especially some title matches up for grabs here. There's 3 of them tonight. The first one we want to talk about, though, those ladies are defending the women's tag team titles. Ooh, Charlotte and Asuka.
Asquerosa.
Ay, Dios mío. How we feel about this matchup, gentlemen? Tag titles on the line.
I guess.
Wait. You know what I just realized?
I guess we gotta cover it.
So the first 2 women to ever win the Women's Rumble are now the tag team champions?
Yay.
That's right.
We had to get them out of the Rumble somehow.
Wait. Wasn't it Austin and Becky?
Okay, why do you have to break up, my logic?
2 out of the last 3 Women's Royal Rumble winners.
Guys,
listen, 33% of the Rumble is tag team champions.
And then there's Santino Marella.
There you go. But do you guys not realize what this is all about? This is a slow burn. to the eventual matchup at WrestleMania. Remember,
cream.
we are on the road to
Prescription.
WrestleMania. The Wizard of Oz, yellow path, yellow brick road,
Whoa.
way to WrestleMania, right? And you have two women that need to go at it in a women's main event. And that is Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler. And these are two women that are in this match.
Okay.
And it's just laying the groundwork to that eventual matchup at WrestleMania. If Nia Jax
Charlotte
doesn't kill
and
her first,
Shayna.
Tune in to find out who dies tonight.
Next week on Heels, Pops, and Chair Shot.
Yo, Nia Jax is a trip, yo. My favorite part of Nia Jax is the fact that she is so unbothered by internet bullshit. You say guilty?
Wait, what?
Yo,
I thought you were fanatic for murderers. I'm sorry.
no. Yo, I thought that power choke slam bomb thing, pipe I think they think was pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty dope. And if a guy would have done it, I would have been like, oh, that move is dope. It's just that, Nia Jax has a track record of killing bitches, so it's kind of crazy.
Fatality.
So you're never sure if it's a really solid sell job or if that person has just received brain damage.
Hey.
Yeah. Who was that unfortunate victim? That
Dana Brooke.
poor
Dana Brooke.
soul. Oh, Dana Brooks. Smack attack.
Poor Dana. Poor Dana. I don't know. I think I kind of seen Shayna and Nia run course. Already see Charlotte and Asuka take over and get over on them, and maybe that's it. Maybe we can
More
start heading
importantly-
towards Shayna and Charlotte now.
But does Asuka and Charlotte just feel so like something's gotta happen there. They can't
Right?
just stay
I feel like
champs.
they're involved somehow. They're
Like,
involved
it's got-
together. I hear
Is
you.
this where?
Is it entanglement? What you talking about?
Hey,
they lose and turn on
Hey,
each
okay,
other?
well.
Like, we gotta. What's happening here?
we done
That's what I
seen
think.
it all, baby.
You ain't
Cálmate,
seen Cena.
Cristina Saraley.
You might see him tonight though.
Oh man.
Sources indicate.
I think we can pretty much spoil this for everyone when we say the tag titles are intact. Let's keep it at that. WWE
Yo.
Championship.
What
on
are
the
you guys
line.
doing with your thumbs?
You don't want to
That's an
know.
inside joke. Christina Saralehi. She was the Ricky Lake for Latino people, right? Like that's what it is.
Old school drunk
You
it
know.
out, yo.
I am too.
Oh,
Listen. You know why you're gonna get Asuka and Charlotte versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax? Because who else is there? You know, put the Riot Squad. That's where they broke up.
yeah.
The one tag team that made sense, right?
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
Yo, have you
Right?
seen her resume? I don't know if you've seen her resume.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
funny, bro. You see the meme with her and
that's
Bernie?
a crime what they done did to the Iconics already.
The Iconics,
Yeah,
bro.
for real. All right, listen. Who cares? Honestly, this
Yeah.
match, I don't care.
Let's
Okay,
spoil
that's
it. Let's spoil it. Charlotte and Asuka win.
Charlotte
Sorry,
and Asuka.
guys. We're still gonna watch tonight, so. But
You
just
think
so
they
you
win?
know,
Absolutely.
I think they lose.
yeah, they win.
I
They
think
win.
they
They
win.
retain. There's no way they keep the. They
I
lose the
think this
strap.
is the beginning of the end for Nia and Shayna.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Let's
whoever
get
loses,
on
this
that.
is leading to a breakup, right?
Yeah.
So who would you
Yeah.
rather be broken up right now?
Asuka
Nia Jax
Charlotte.
and Shayna or Asuka
I
and
think
Charlotte?
Shayna
But if you break
Baszler
up-
and Nia Jax.
Yeah, because if you break up Asuka and Charlotte, then that means they're gonna have to face each other. And do we want to see that again?
Yo, it's not about what we want to see. It's about what's gotta happen. All right.
Oh, okay.
It's what Vince wants to see at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like, what's gonna happen here?
Ooh. And
Somebody's
we
gonna get
know-
hurt.
We know we're not
Someone's
going to
getting
see
hurt.
Asuka and Charlotte. Eventually, it's going to be
That's what's gonna happen.
it's gonna
that's-
be
that's
Charlotte
what
and
we're
Lacey.
Someone's ending their career that night.
Charlotte and
over.
Lacey, sure.
Yeah,
That's what it's coming down to.
Asuka, make sure you're tagged into the ring. Charlotte, stay out of the ring. The next
Damn.
title on the night is the WWE Championship, and it is a card subject to change match apparently because Roman Reigns was expecting to defend against ¿cómo que se llama Tigre? Him,
Pierce.
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce.
Peladito
Not
Sancocho.
Cole. Not Cole. Pierce.
Peladito Sancocho.
Getting Peladito Sancocho. And we're
Listen.
getting Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. I'm for
Carita de
this,
papa.
on paper, at least, right?
Yo,
At least
if-
on paper.
did you really want to see Adam Pearce? Like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sure he was
man.
a tremendous wrestler.
Yeah.
WWE champion.
Yeah,
Sadly,
man.
You want
The-
to see
the
him
Indies.
as like Come on, yeah, like come on.
The
Like,
Indies, he was an NWA World Champion. Goddamn you all!
Yeah.
When no one knew about the
He
NWA
was.
title.
He was.
It was
He
the
And
was.
he was the
Triple A.
head booker for ROH when it was still okay to watch
was.
ROH.
Another
He
Triple A.
was.
Come on, man. Come on,
Ooh.
man.
Wow.
Come on.
I mean,
man.
I
Let's be
mean,
real.
I mean,
We
I
talking about the
mean,
WWE here.
Yeah,
We talking
yeah.
about
I
the
mean-
grandest stage of them all, and then the second stage is gonna have 30 motherfuckers on it.
You know who he would have done better than though? Sting, because Sting sucked when he was
Ooh.
fighting in the WWE for a world title. That's when he lost his career. Remember?
Damn.
But now you're making the mistake of comparing Sting to Adam Pearce, and that's just
Yeah,
don't
for
make no
real. Yeah, come
And
on,
Adam
man.
Pearce is the better wrestler. I said it.
Adam Pearce.
I
That's the wrong,
said it.
that's the wrong
I-
Adam.
Old school.
That's
I
the
might
wrong
agree
Adam,
with
old
you.
school.
We'll find out soon, I guess.
Oh, I guess.
Oh,
That's
God.
a hard subject to change.
Street fight coming soon. So
Uh,
I'm really glad, to say the least, that Kevin Owens is involved. That's kind of where
Yeah.
that was going.
Yeah.
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 This helped that match.
Oh,
It's
for
gonna
sure.
be it's gonna be an entertaining match. I hope.
It's gonna be a
Roman Reigns
slobber
will win.
knocker.
Or does he not win? How does it work? How are we booking this? Is Rock and Reigns gonna be for the title?
Duh. You
I
just
hope
ruined
so.
the rest of the show.
Before you say that, remember one thing. Remember one thing. That Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce have beef now. They were just about to fight. That was the thing, and Paul Heyman
Yeah.
pulled out. So,
Yeah.
so
I'll take
right
the
now,
streets, son.
right now, like they could be involved in
from
some
New
way.
York.
They could be involved. I don't know how, but maybe to what you're alluding to, The Rock. Does he play a role in this match?
Or
No.
do you have Brock Lesnar come back, interfere, cost Roman Reigns the title, and then he chases Kevin Owens for the title till Mania, and then you got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, or face Brock Lesnar.
This
Oh
is why
my
Christmas comes in
God.
January, gentlemen.
What if it's just an Uso
Wow.
So
reunion?
many activity.
Also reunion, but what PCF says kind of makes sense because think about this: didn't Brock Lesnar fuck up CM Punk when Paul Heyman was with CM Punk
And
when
he
he
took
came
Paul
back?
Heyman right back.
He took Paul Heyman right back. Remember when it was
It's
CM Punk
always
versus
Paulie
Undertaker?
that fucks up the relationship. It's always him.
Damn.
We don't
Let-
need the
Damn.
Rumble for that. We don't need the Rumble.
You
for
don't.
No,
You
you
do
don't.
that
But
Elimination
you,
Chamber?
but you begin the feud.
that could be anywhere. That could be like Fastlane. That could be that could be SummerSlam. That could be
But,
any
but this is
pay-per-view.
the grander
Which-
Main
chamber of them
event.
all, though.
Fastlane
Right,
will be
and
the
they've
first
been-
pay-per-view to air on NBC.
Is it?
No,
Mm.
Fastlane. Fastlane is.
Fastlane, yeah, Fastlane.
That's
That's
what
what
That's what he said. Fastlane.
Well, something big's on
Go, Chuck.
So you rather say that for Fastlane?
Aha.
Ah.
Aha.
Ah,
And besides, you
God.
don't want to see your most profitable. Damn, this is stupid if I say it, but the most profitable item being betrayed on your first pay-per-view at NBC, right?
You mean for the $1 billion they just got from NBC?
Oh man, they swimming like Scrooge McDuck over there.
Like, okay?
They're about to pull that Saudi Arabia. What, you want me to bring back Yoko? We'll bring back Yoko.
Oh
for
my
you.
God!
And
Yo,
it's Balaba.
shout out to
I'll get you.
shout
I'll
out
get
to
you.
all the
Shout out to Fala.
shout out to all the love being given out to Yokozuna lately with this tribal chief, Samoan heritage tribute. It's dope because Yoko was definitely man. Can only imagine she would be able to do today.
I also like the fact that no one brings up the fact that they had to pretend he was Japanese for him to become the world champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild.
I mean,
That's
it was
wild.
a good gimmick for him. That gimmick worked.
No, it was absolutely 100%. I'm just saying. They want to bring him up as Samoan heritage now.
Speaking of
Yeah,
licking,
now.
Yo,
Yeah,
kayfabe,
nah.
bro. Kayfabe.
The head shrinkers, bro.
Nah, K-Fab, bro.
No, that's
K-Fab,
Kevin
yo.
Federline. That's
Y'all
not
remember
Kevin.
when y'all remember when Rikishi was skinny and he was a head
Yup.
shrinker?
Me neither.
Yeah. Yo,
But
them
another
them
gimmick
feuds
that's
with the
clicking.
Money Inc. was money.
is Roman Reigns and this Heyman, right? Like this whole head of the table shit, right? We got the Samoan heritage, right, to the whole Yoko point. I love it. It doesn't stop here. It keeps going because there's a bigger story to tell. Kevin Owens is Samoa Joe. We'll throw him in the title picture so he could lose a nice match.
Yeah,
He
it's
did that at
not time
Mania
yet.
last year.
Not time yet. I see big things for Owens, but not yet. Not yet. Drew McIntyre and Bill Goldberg, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm out.
will
Peace.
steal the show
That's all the time we have now.
and get arrested for it.
Did you ever think that we would suggest there be a bathroom break on a Royal Rumble pay-per-view?
Oh my God.
And
There's
it
been
isn't-
there's been moments. Don't get us wrong, but my lord.
So the
My
mistake here is to believe that we're gonna get a Rock versus CM Punk here at this match, because we're not. Rock and CM Punk at Royal Rumble was a dope match, right?
Facts.
When Rock won the belt a few years ago, I was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
No, even more than that, I guess. But either way, but we're talking about Bill Goldberg.
Yo,
Bill
Bill
Old-
Gold.
Bill
Oh
Oldberg?
my God. How does he take the steam out of the engine like that? We're all like,
By dropping him on his head.
wow.
Because he don't need the
By
belt.
making it to the card.
What does he need the
Undertaker
belt
hasn't been
for?
the same since, yo.
Yo,
Yo.
what does he need the belt for?
Facts.
That's the scary part. The
Is
scary
that
part
why
is
he's
that we
calling
see
everybody
this.
soft?
There you go.
He's like a hard-boiled egg now.
Yo,
Listen,
it's Goldberg,
we're
common
afraid.
denominator.
Not only that, but this is why we're afraid. The last few times Goldberg has come back, he's won the belt, bro. For what? They didn't have to do all that. Goldberg could just come back and say, "You're next," and it's a match. It don't matter. Yo, he showed up. He needed a nap to show up for 3 seconds that he was in the ring and says, "I'm ready for Sunday" or whatever, and fucking kept it moving.
You
Like,
disrespected absolutely nobody. Here's
you
some
know what I'm saying? Like,
and he got sick for 2 weeks.
and you want to give him? He could come out of this with the belt, bro. Like, this is the problem.
It's not gonna happen.
And it's disrespectful
Okay.
because that's a
Okay.
possibility in a moment when Drew McIntyre has held that belt throughout this entire pandemic and has done his best with the situation at hand. Because we know if we were regular, Drew McIntyre's push might have been very different. It would have had probably, people were ready for Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania last year to become the champion.
Mhm.
And then we had a no-fan WrestleMania. And it was the most underwhelming championship finale to WrestleMania I've ever seen. Right?
Guys, I got the Vince "that's good shit" finish for this event, for this match and the event.
Mm.
So Goldberg wins it, right? And then for the men's Royal Rumble, the Beast shows up and wins it and becomes the biggest babyface.
And we get both Rock and
So
Goldberg.
we will have
free.
both of our part-timers main eventing.
You just have Brock and Goldberg. That's the
I hear
best
it.
you can sell me out of this.
I
That's where we can
I
go?
hear it.
I mean, listen, they need 4 main events for WrestleMania, right?
I
So-
believe it's in the
That's the NBC main event right there.
I believe it's in the.
That's
That's on
embarrassing.
Saturday. You get that on Saturday night. Listen, let's do something. Let's
I
do
love
something crazy.
the mothership.
Let's pick the winner of this match, but let's also book them for their match at Mania because I think the winner of this match obviously goes on to Mania on either Saturday or Sunday and is involved. So I have to pull with Drew because my bold prediction for Mania this year will be Drew and Sheamus for the title
Okay.
at WrestleMania.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
saying Sunday or Saturday, but that's where I'm going with that. That's where we'll end
Okay.
up.
I can see
But
that.
it's
I can
but
see
it's
that.
not a big draw though.
Yeah,
I have
but
something better for you.
Nobody.
For all the buys and tickets they need to sell, right?
Yeah, nobody's like, ooh, Sheamus and Drew. I'm tuning in for that motherfucker.
Right.
We gotta do
That's
better
a
than that.
Saturday. That opens on Saturday. The pre-show.
Well, then what are we doing though?
That's a big fuck you to Drew. Why? Drew hasn't done everything he has to do. Don't fuck him over like that.
Nah, the
What's a
truth
better
is,
one, PCF? Talk to me, PCF. What's a better one?
You got the returning John Cena, and he wins the Rumble after 13 years. and you have John Cena, a heel John Cena, cutting promos on Drew McIntyre and calling him the softest WWE champion, and them going at it at WrestleMania.
Yo.
Ooh,
What
okay.
if Drew is forced to bask in the glory of Keith Lee at WrestleMania?
Okay. I see that. I can see
I'd
that.
be down for that.
We're
Like, hey,
already
build a
in that,
star,
so
right?
yeah, man, they can drag
So you,
that.
so folks, you see how many other angles would work besides Bill Goldberg? Like it
No one
doesn't
is
make
Big
sense.
Goldberg.
Or
I mean, it's still Goldberg and Brock, but we've come up with alternatives for you guys, so please.
That's not what's
There's still time. There's still time, Vince. I know you hear us.
A fucking Bill Goldberg ass match. He's gonna do his 3 moves. He's gonna kill him. And they're gonna think he's gonna be the champion for MVC. He's gonna ride that peacock all the way to a WrestleMania main event
He's
match.
gonna ride
This
that
is-
peacock.
right
Damn
it like
it.
Ricky's Frontier, baby. Right that shit.
Wow, man, Banderas,
Ricky's
wow.
Frontier.
Wow, yeah,
You
So,
see New
like-
Jersey.
I'm unfortunately going to go with Goldberg because I just think that's what they think is good for business.
Good shit.
Now,
put
you know what
Brock
else is
and
good
Goldberg?
for business? You know
Yes.
what else is good for business, Mischief? That when you're about to go over to a platform like NBC, that you have
No.
somebody be at the top that can talk on the mic. And Bill Goldberg
Oh.
could be nostalgia, but he's not that person. That's why, even if that were to be the case, you have The Miz cashing in at Royal Rumble, which has never happened. Has it? Not the Royal Rumble match. That would
Royal
have made
He's
sense.
talking out your ass.
No,
I
no,
don't think it's
no.
ever
I
happened,
can't say
right?
that it has.
I think that it's fair to say y'all think Drew McIntyre is winning this match. I don't see that happening. I think Goldberg's winning this match.
Now, if Drew McIntyre loses this match and Goldberg wins, would it be safe to say that Drew McIntyre enters the Royal Rumble and then wins it and maybe goes on to chase Roman Reigns so they can
No.
continue that feud from Survivor Series?
Or he goes after Goldberg to get his title back for the
I could go as
dumbest
far as
transition
saying
ever.
Drew's night is not over if he loses. Maybe.
Oh, actually, you know what? That would make sense, right? Because you
Give
would
him a
want him to take
WrestleMania
Goldberg, yeah, so he can do it in front of the fans.
I don't know.
I mean,
Drew
still.
chasing
Unfortunately,
the title
the
for
main
Goldberg?
denominator is fucking Goldberg. So I like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's have a
Damn.
little bit more fun here.
What if David Arquette wins the Rumble? As a
Let's not
surprise
talk about
ending.
these Rumbles.
Not too much
Let's
fun.
talk
We
about
got work
these
in the
Rumbles.
morning.
Who we got winning these Rumbles, baby? What
Oh.
you got?
Bad Bunny,
Flip
baby.
this
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
baby.
So
First
let's
of all-
start with the ladies first, right? Ladies first.
Ladies
Let's
first.
do it.
Women's
Let's do it.
Royal
Let's do it. Let's
Rumble.
do it.
I think we have a list, right? PCF is so good in giving us these lists.
So we got 13 participants right now in the Women's Royal Rumble, and we got 17 to be added.
To be announced. All right, all right. Any boldies predictions for this Women's Royal Rumble?
I really
I know
don't
my-
know.
I know my pick. Who we got?
Really? You gotta. I don't even have as much as that, bro.
I
Well,
got two picks all the way.
Talk to me,
JP, who you
JP.
got?
My pick is Bianca Belair.
Okay.
The way
There
she's
you
been
go.
pushed,
Yep.
the way she's been promoted, and on NFL Fox. You know what I mean? Like, and she's good, bro. Like, she's been good in the ring. She's gotten better. She's getting better at the mic, and she's just a tremendous performer. So I definitely see her winning this, man.
They got a
It's an
half
excellent
hour
opportunity.
special. They got a
Yeah.
half hour special on her on the network.
Yep. Like, and
It
yo,
just
and
came
she's
out.
Chronicle in
good,
here.
man. Like, she's only gonna get better. And let's remember, this is Montez Ford's wife, right? Like, yo, that couple is elevating right now. Bianca Belair for sure. The question is,
quick
who does she go
question.
after? Imagine
All
Bianca
right.
Belair and Sasha.
And Sasha,
WrestleMania.
that it has to be Sasha.
I'll sign up for that. Happy birthday
Okay.
to Sasha this week, right? I'll sign up for that. For the one of the best
The
women wrestlers in the
Boss versus the
WWE.
BST. Okay.
Oh
Pretty
my
tough.
God,
Who
it,
you
it
got,
sells
yo?
itself.
Who you got? Cause I got something.
My pick was one of my picks was Bianca Belair, and then another one would be a surprise entrance with returning Ronda Rousey.
Oh yes, that was mine.
She's on my radar for surprises. But that's it. I can't even. You know what it is? I don't want to see Kelly. I don't want to see Lita. I want to see Trish. And that's what I'm worried about.
Don't be surprised to see Jazz.
I got one.
Don't be surprised to see Jazz.
Jazz?
Jesus.
Jazz doesn't do it for me.
She's back in town.
Remember, she's doing her retirement tour right now. So
what about Rebecca? What if Rebecca's done with maternity leave?
Rebecca Quinn?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nah,
Rebecca Quinn.
I doubt it.
And then she takes back the title that she never lost and gave to Asuka.
It's gonna be so loud.
What if she comes out for Elimination Chamber though? Give her a little bit more time.
I don't know. I don't see it. That's kind of quick. But
she'll get the
Rousey
loudest
just
pop.
makes so much sense. Guys,
Oh yeah, the loudest pop.
Yeah, all right. Cool. Turn up the volume and listen to this pop. Yo, Ronda Rousey's gonna come back and she's gonna win the whole thing. And I'm gonna tell you why right now. Right? You get
Tell me why. Tell me
Vince's
why. Sing
big
it.
fat peacock deal worth $1 billion is why. They shuttled that NBCSN, right? The sports network, NBC branch. And now they need to bring in sports equivalent superstars to grab attention. You got somebody who is a sport crossover superstar in Ronda Rousey to come out here.
I like that
Be
pick.
the face of the division, right? Winning the Royal Rumble, right? Getting in some kerfuffle for a fast lane. Being in the main event of WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. That's the match. That's the match that's gonna burn the internet's balls. Of course I do.
I don't think
that's why I have
the main
Charlotte
event.
losing this match tonight. She's losing this tag team match because she's got to start beef with Asuka so that she could take the title so she could be champ for Mania.
I like it. I like where you're going.
I see how you. What about Asuka Ronda?
Okay.
I see Ronda playing some. She's gonna be with somebody.
Listen, you can't have two people that can't talk in the main event.
I see your point.
Right? It's not gonna sell, right? So at least
Hear
Charlotte
no
can
evil,
carry
see no
that
evil.
match. Right?
Old school, who you got?
I mean, you guys have shot down every other theory I got, so let me go with.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Let me go. What's that?
Shayna Baszler, yo.
Nah.
We've talked about how she struggled to even get a championship match at this point.
I got another
She's
one.
a strong competitor. Having her win the Rumble.
I got one. Rhea Ripley.
Shayna.
Bingo.
Yo,
Circle gets a square.
Yes.
Rhea's pretty much done all she can at NXT at this point. For her to be in this Rumble and probably not win it, or not get a push after this is crazy. Because I think she's done at NXT, man. That's it. Bring her up.
Yeah, it's time. Rumble's the time to do it, but she won't win. She'll just watch Charlotte win.
Charlotte.
Don't be surprised to see a lot of NXT performers in this Royal Rumbles. A lot of the women, Toni Storm's gonna pop in there. You gotta see Io Shirai, right?
Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez.
I really don't see nobody winning besides the cameraman, and I think you guys post hell of arguments for each and every one of your picks. So I'm gonna jump on all of y'all bandwagons and pick all of your picks, and that's that.
Can we have a Scarlett Bordeaux appearance?
Please.
Appearance, yes.
No, in the Rumble.
Nah, in the Rumble. In the Rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll pop out if Karrion Kross pops out in the men's Rumble.
Pop out. I love the choice of words you chose there. Yeah.
So let's talk about the
pop out
Rumble.
Is what.
Let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble. Who's
like this.
pop out there?
Okay, I got one. I got one for you guys. I got one. Okay, you guys ready? It's gonna have crossover appeal.
Oh.
Tyson Fury takes on Drew McIntyre after he wins the Royal Rumble.
I read that somewhere. Tyson Fury will be involved with Drew McIntyre at some point. On this road to WrestleMania is where I read, but I couldn't confirm any of the sources. But hearing you say that justifies it a little.
Well, think
bit
about
more,
this,
sir.
old school. Old school. Think about this. We've never had an outside source to that degree. That's not even a part timer, right? Because he had a match or two. We've never had nobody like that win the Rumble before, right? So, but I will go on the same vibe that you're feeling and tap into another sports entertainment, a legitimate fighting world. And I'm gonna say that one Conor McGregor is gonna pop out of Royal Rumble. And the reason why I say it, folks, the reason why I say you talked about NBC mischief, the Peacock, putting the Peacock on the table. The one thing you need to realize when you talk about one said Ronda Rousey, she debuted in WWE after she got knocked the fuck out by Amanda, right? Conor just got knocked the fuck out a couple weeks ago.
It's funny you mention Rousey because I feel like Conor and her are way about the same.
Do they? But McGregor is cut up for wrestling. Like
great promo. But we talk about like how some of the guys in the E are too small to make it look believable. I feel like Conor just that's that big show Mayweather.
You gotta see the 205
exactly.
live.
Big Show Mayweather, but at the same time you need to understand that the biggest talent that Mayweather brings is not his fighting into the WWE. It's his mic work. The man can sell any match. He will get under people's skins. Look at what he just happened. He got knocked the fuck out. And he sold that match beforehand. And then afterwards is the consummate professional, right? That's why he's going to come over.
Yeah. McGregor, I believe if he were to appear in the Rumble, the next entrant should be Brock Lesnar. And that's a money match that has outside appeal. You have the Brock Lesnar, you got the McGregor, you got the fighting, right? The UFC background. That's something that a non-wrestling fan could watch and be like, can McGregor fuck Brock Lesnar up? Like, if anybody might possibly, like, realistically, whatever. Oh, nah, Brock Lesnar fights like he's a fighter, like he's a heavy. Yo, that's a thing that would be interesting to see. And, like, will McGregor, like, kayfabe? Like, will he kind of deviate from script? Will he go, rogue and, like, get wild? That's a fun storyline.
That's hard to sell to old school's point as far as his size, right?
All right, you want to talk about size and the reoccurring feud? What about a Brock Lesnar versus a Daniel? What is it? Cormier. He said he wanted to wrestle.
They have beef.
Yeah, but he's coaching and shit now. I'm commentating. I don't think that sells.
Yeah,
I don't take him seriously.
He would have that bad body heat.
I think he thinks it's too easy. That's just my opinion on him.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, Chris Jericho's moonsault.
Oh my God. We have some confirmed names though, right? PCF, like how many surprises are we looking at?
So we got 14 surprises, and keep in mind that one Jay White is a free agent. Dalton Castle is a free agent.
So the free agents are hot. Listen, I this whole NBC thing got us going crazy and with these bold predictions, and I'm with it. Like, I feel this Rumble has to have star power, and it has to have appeal.
You better not take my answer, bitch.
Especially to the no, I'm not saying anybody specific. I'm just saying that point that it's gonna be star-studded. I feel, or at least it needs to be. You don't have fans. You got Bad Buddy performing. You better bring in some fucking stars from Hollywood or some names from these other sports to back us up here. But
to your point, I'm gonna spit my guy out. I'm gonna spit my guy out right now because I'm soup. Because the way you're talking, right, and the way we're all kind of like consigned to all this is that WWE needs a big WrestleMania weekend. It's gotta be big. And the Peacock keeps getting thrown around in this conversation.
Big Peacock.
That $1 billion NBC Peacock deal is a big deal. So if we've got a match that's got Ronda Rousey in it, and we've got a match that has McGregor or Brock Lesnar in it, we need a big, big, big name
Al Bundy.
Because we haven't seen that in WrestleMania in a long time, where
4
it's just
touchdowns in one game.
studded.
Okay.
Right? Like every match is just crazy.
Facts.
The one, the only, The Rock is the one that needs to come out, dog. He is the name that if like that would shake, that would GameStop stock this whole thing. Right? That shit would short your market sale and all these other terms I'm not familiar with. That does
Shout outs to AMC.
So that's what that would do. The internet would just literally just collectively shit themselves. That's what you need on NBC Sports Network replacement, Peacock. That's what you need to really move the needle. You need a star-studded 2-day, 4 main event match weekend. Starts here at the Rumble, and that's the most exciting thing about the Rumble. Anything can happen.
To your point, Mischief, you're talking about a star-studded Royal Rumble for NBC, right? For Peacock. Yo, do we see someone pull off something that only Dennis Rodman pull off? Maybe Karl Malone could be thrown into that conversation. Do we see Gronk appear at the Royal Rumble before the Super Bowl?
He gotta do a lot more than just show up for me, man. Because he won the 24/7 title, and now he has his own little bar that he has to, uphold every time he does appear. In my eyes,
so he has to Reggie White is what you're telling me.
It could happen, yeah. Why not? Why the fuck not? Let me tell you this though.
Awful.
Don't sleep, because even though I'm with you, Mischief, I believe The Rock should win the Royal Rumble. He should be in it, and he should win it. Is what I feel should happen. But do not sleep, because if what is going on Raw is something that is pretty much a gem in the middle of a fucking stack of shit. But Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss and The Fiend are going crazy here. And Randy Orton, let's not forget, is the one man that in the only match in history where there are no friends and no teams managed to win a match with a team and put on a performance. This man also won the Royal Rumble after punting Mr. McMahon in the head the Monday Night Raw before. Randy Orton is no stranger to having a big Royal Rumble night, is my point. And I want to say I expect big things from him, involving him in The Fiend, maybe even Alexa Bliss. I don't know, who knows. But we're going to see something special with that man, so don't sleep. Orton, keep your eye on him.
Well, listen, all I want to see from Randy Orton is bandages, bro. Like, listen, Randy Orton don't need to win the Royal Rumble. For what?
No, I'm not saying win. I'm not saying win. I'm just saying, just have a good performance. Something's gonna happen.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm surprised that we didn't mention. You mentioned the name, but I'm surprised we didn't mention for the Women's Rumble. Alexa Bliss. Why wasn't her name mentioned for the Royal Rumble?
She's a favorite of mine. She's a favorite.
Yo,
I don't think
she's someone that has credibility and could definitely win the Rumble. She's been a champion in the past. We know the fact that her angle right now is dope as hell, right? Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I just don't. I don't see her winning. I see them going big with the Women's Rumble, like just throwing a name out there. It's just not who you thought it was. Royal Rumble's really supposed to build people, but they're in the very short-term market right now because of this NBC deal. It's got to pay dividends. Like Mania is a big deal for them, and they got 2 of them, so they got to make it pop. And I don't think that having a Rhea Ripley or Shayna Baszler even or Alexa Bliss is going to move the needle for them on a WrestleMania level for NBC to be like dope. Charlotte Flair, that's a different story, man. She's somebody that's performed, right? Even Rebecca Knox, but I don't think she's going to be there. Like, you need a bigger name than those that you've been given, and I just don't see it happening from within.
I feel somewhat the same. I just feel I'm done with the legends for the Women's Royal Rumble. I want to see other talent that's not just bringing back the legends. You can bring her back. She's a legend.
What about Kelly?
Oh my God, this guy said Kelly.
Do we get Melina? package.
Oh
Mhm.
yes, Melina. I feel like
I'd be on
I'm
board
done
for
with
that.
Melina too, though. I'm done with Melina too.
I would
For the
prefer
legend-
Victoria,
for the
to be
Royal Rumble?
honest.
No more,
For the Royal
no more
Rumble?
classic names. No
No
more classic
Trish?
They need
names.
it.
Victoria.
I feel like
Have
that's
to.
all
You
they've
give
been
me
marketing.
Victoria, you piece of garbage.
Every year that's all they've been marketing, and it's just like, ugh.
Elizabeth
I'm
is
there
what she
for.
want, bro.
I've been there for the legendary names than the current talent on the other than
You need at least
Charlotte.
5. You need at least 5.
How
Yo,
about
what if we get a Gail Kim?
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
that'd be dope.
Then hell froze over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
She works production for Impact. That'll be kind
Do
of.
we get Abyss?
She is constantly cussed out. Well, that'd be awesome.
Probably will get
Abyss
Abyss
makes
in the
sense.
Women's Royal Rumble.
Do we get Gilbert for the Men's Rumble?
Yeah. He was already there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How about big moments? Who's gonna have the Rumble spot, right? Like, so
Uh,
Kofi's not in, right?
Morrison.
Morrison,
Mustafa.
yeah.
Oh, it has to be Morrison, right?
Ooh.
Morrison.
There's gotta be
Yeah.
some other people that
John
I know
Morrison, popcorn.
Naomi, if she's involved in the Rumble, she'll have the
Naomi.
Kofi moment for the
Naomi
women's.
could be a
That's
surprise,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also remember Casey Constanzo.
Casey, yes.
Let's have her. I got a few autograph cards that I need to
Alicia
be,
Fox
the
is gonna
stock
be
got
in that
eyes on
Women's
those.
Rumble.
Alicia
Oh
Fox.
yeah.
I think
Oh,
Alicia
yeah.
Fox will be in that.
Oh
Why
yeah.
she stay sober.
Oh.
You think the Boogeyman comes out?
Ugh.
I'm thinking of
Yo,
everybody
we
that's
got
been has been shown so far, right?
with 14
Like they
names
need
unannounced.
numbers.
They got to, yeah. They gotta throw-
What if Carlito shows up?
Ooh, that's cool.
I have a name for the Women's Rumble. What if we get Cardi B?
Yo.
Then her and Lacey Evans throwing hands.
Yo, I wouldn't be mad at that, yo. It's
Right
funny.
after
I
Lacey
wouldn't be
comes
mad at
out?
that. Yo, it's better than Drew Carey coming out, man.
Yo,
That's
but
all
you
I'm
see,
saying.
that's not a Rumble moment. That's a Mania moment for
That's true.
NBC. Like that
But
is
you build
another-
that in a Rumble
Mhm.
moment.
You don't
though.
gotta build
That's the
shit.
thing.
It's Cardi B. You don't gotta build that.
Well, the reason why I say it is because it clashes it goes perfectly with the show that she's doing right now, where she's trying different things. She was teaching the other day. She was in a basketball camp the other day.
How many times do you
but-
think she's gonna try getting into a wrestling ring after the first time she gets into a wrestling ring?
That's it. It's
That's
a wrap.
it.
How
But
many
that's
dollars
why-
on the table?
That's why you
She's
do it
from
like
the
this.
Bronx, baby.
You have her.
What it
You have
takes,
her. No.
You do what
You
it
have her
takes.
show up. She shows up at the Rumble, but she's outside in the audience, cheering them on like a
Maybe
fucking
something like
a
that.
Lawrence Taylor
Like an LT?
did back in the day, and then Bam Bam Bigelow gets involved. That's how you do it.
Okay.
But you don't want to have any fans, so let's just do it this way.
Are you also saying that Lacey Evans is Bam Bam Bigelow?
I guess so in this situation.
Where it counts. Cameraman, listen. I think we can all
Are
agree
you saying
that
Bam Bam
this
Bigelow?
year's Rumble will be star-studded and will have to have some bold, risky attempts at a hell of a night. And I think we're gonna be safe. I think we're gonna be good. Bad Bunny's gonna come out. He's gonna
Chambea.
perform.
Hala.
Booker T.
Some studs out there. Let's hope.
Oh,
Goldberg doesn't
surprise
walk away
entrant,
with
Booker
any
T.
gold. Or worse. if
I
they
mean,
if they
they're gonna sing a
decide or
song.
not. If
Followed by Samoa Joe.
It's still pending. Everybody,
Hogan, I'm coming for you.
Ah.
No, you know who we
10
haven't
counts
talked
of
about?
10 toes.
Carmella.
Aye. But
We
don't
should-
forget to check us out. IG and Twitter.